has to change. It can't continue to go the route it's going, or the whole system's going to implode.
Right. Wow.
It's called From Jailer to Jailed, and I wish we would have had it earlier, because I'll definitely read this.
Oh, no
but
kidding.
I would love to have been able to read it before you came in.
You're fun to talk with, too, man. I wish you could do another hour, but you're doing TV, I hear, today.
Yeah, somebody's, they're probably yelling at me out
They
there.
are.
They are.
You got to come back.
Well, anytime. And like I said, guys, thank you for what you do. The cops love you. My son is out there right now probably having spasms. But keep doing what you do.
Quick reflexes, by the way, because what no one could see is when Bernard opened his water, the cap fell off, bounced off the table, and as he's talking, he just reached under and grabbed it before he
without
hit the
even
floor,
looking at it,
without missing a beat. Like clumsily put my.
It's that kung fu stuff. You ever see that?
Bernard Kerik, a pleasure, man. We really like this,
guys. Thank you.
All right,
thanks a lot.
We're going to take a quick break.
With Opie and Jim after this. This is Opie Radio. The show is back.
Well, when you're sitting there in your silk-upholstered chair, talking to some rich folk that you know.
Nice. I like this. Rolling Stones are going to go on tour again, and they're considering playing Sticky Fingers in its entirety as they do their thing. With that, we say hi and good morning to Sherrod Small.
Yes, finally in studio.
We kept you outside the studio for the Bernard Kerik
I know you
interview.
did. You kept me separated. You want to be all white people talking about racial profiling.
That's right.
In there. You fucking sons of bitches.
I saw you pacing like a tiger out there.
I was so
just
angry.
Pacing back and forth.
You gave him a pass, Opie. He came in here and endeared himself to you. And you was like, he knows us.
I'll tell you what happened. He comes in and he goes, I just want to say, guys, big fan of the show. Basically, I don't know if he officially said big fan of the show, but it was very obvious that's what he meant to say. And he goes, my son has been listening since he was 15 years old. All the cops respect you and appreciate what you have done for them.
He loved on you.
And being an old New Yorker at this point, the ex-police commissioner,
I get it.
Around 9/11 knows who you are.
Listen, I get it. I get why you did what you did.
I got all smiley and happy, and I forgot half the questions I wanted to ask him about.
I wanted to hear about the beheadings. I mean, I didn't realize that he worked in Saudi Arabia. And how many? I think that's the first person I've ever talked to has seen a beheading. Personally.
Listen, first of all, he was against profiling, except he was for profiling, except for when it's against rich people over taxes.
No, he also said he was against racial profiling. He said there is certain profiling.
He threw a big butt in there. He's like, I'm against racial profiling, but
Yeah,
you
but
got to let the police do their jobs. Well, you got to let the IRS do their jobs too.
But when you guys keep bringing up racial profiling, I say you guys.
Who's
I mean
you guys?
black.
Wow,
black
you
people.
guys.
No.
Easy, Rich. I'd like to apologize.
Wow.
I'm just kidding.
Just say nigger next time. It hurt less, Rich.
No,
Remember, Sherrod gave us permission.
I'm not,
When you people,
I can say it.
I'm not in my car.
throw in a you people.
No, I'm not. When black people, when
You goddamn people.
Yeah, okay, maybe that came
I heard
off.
enough out of Kerik. I don't need to hear your ramblings.
You
Well,
don't
I thought
think
we
that
did-
happens to white people throughout other parts of
Oh,
the
of
country?
course.
It
Of course
probably
it does.
does.
Yes.
Of course,
Okay,
and it's
so
wrong
that-
then, too.
He said you got to do it properly.
What?
We heard that.
But how come when he didn't say that with tax? Here's the excuse they use for racial profiling.
Yeah.
We find stuff on people. So if we don't find stuff, what? So here's the same thing with taxes.
Yeah.
He said if they search your stuff, they're going to find something.
He said that.
So what? They find stuff on taxes. You cheating the taxes, you going to
Well,
jail.
you don't think the IRS is checking people all over the fucking
Yeah, they
place?
have random checks that
They're
random
auditing.
audits.
Yes,
Yeah.
they do it too.
Random audits. They have random audits.
They do.
Yeah, yes, I
I've been
know.
audited
Yes.
twice.
He's saying he could pick anybody and get him for some kind of tax.
And that's the same thing black people feel about the NYPD sometimes. They can pull over anybody, and if they want to take you in, they'll take you in.
Well, why don't you just behave then? I love that you had to stay. I love that you had to stay outside.
I was so furious.
You didn't have to stay outside, by the way. I really did not.
I didn't want to be rude and just walk in.
Yeah, no, it's better.
I truly did not. I truly didn't see you outside the studio.
No, I love trying. You see in the middle of an interview, you can't have somebody,
I didn't see you out there for real.
But I like
Not the
Bernard
enemy.
Kerik. I like that he had his girlfriend staying in a 9/11 apartment. How come y'all ain't bring that up?
I didn't know about it.
Yes.
I didn't know.
Yes, it was all in the
know.
papers.
Huh?
Yes. Yes.
That doesn't make it true if it's in the papers.
Yeah, so what? He's a nice guy. Can't help it.
Boss.
And you could have texted me
Rich
that.
boss.
I'm just playing devil's advocate.
You're playing
white
devil.
devil's advocate.
Yeah, white devil's advocate.
You could have texted that to me. I would have brought it up.
Oh,
Maybe.
yeah. See?
I did ask him if he got a little taste when he was, working for the king over there.
And what'd he say?
He was married.
That means yes. That means fuck yes.
You think he got a taste?
The king is married. He's getting a taste. Everybody over there is married getting a taste.
I don't know about that. I think that they're very religious, strict folks over there, and those girls are being brought over as examples.
He said he didn't get a
do.
taste, so.
But
he certainly wanted to move on quickly from that question.
I'll tell you one thing I learned: never sell a whale's tooth on eBay.
Yeah, what was that about?
Because probably somebody he talked to who's in jail.
Right.
I'm guessing he talked to people in these minimum security facility. Who these are probably things like you said, the black guy who was in jail for 15 years for 5 grams of coke.
How do you know
Ridiculous.
all the laws?
Yeah.
I mean, if I found a whale's tooth and I didn't have money, I would put it on
I
eBay.
have found a whale's
But
tooth.
it's
I
endangered
saw a
and
whale-
it's worth about $50,000. So it's not like a small crime.
Well, I saw
How
a
big is
whale
the
on the
tooth?
beach.
It's pretty big.
I saw a whale on the beach and
Show
people
me
were throwing
that.
water on it. So I took a hammer and I knocked out a few of its teeth. I'm like, you won't be needing these for long.
And ran
I
away.
Sold them.
And you ran away, didn't you, Jimmy?
And then what Bobby say?
He's not even here to defend
I
himself.
don't care.
on.
You guys
You
trash
son
me
of a bitch.
nonstop.
No,
when
we
I'm out
don't.
here. I heard you the other day.
Well, I can't help it that you whisper lines to your daughter in front of everybody.
Exactly.
I didn't. That's the whale's tooth.
an asshole.
Let me see it.
That's the
AJ.
tooth. Look at that.
Wow, that's
how my teeth used to look.
how much is that worth? You think?
That's not that
They have a
much.
price on there?
How much you think the whale's tooth?
I
is
have
worth?
I have a bunch of whale's teeth. I just give them away.
Yeah,
Yeah, big
just all
dumb
willy
whales.
nilly.
Yeah, go ahead.
What's that
Take
worth?
it up
One?
with your palate. Knock them teeth out with a hammer while they're laying there on the beach, all stupid. Big 100 feet worth of shit. You can't get back into the water, can you?
Oh, that was
Fucko?
only $200.
Yeah, but the next one's worth $2,800.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bigger tooth.
And
That's
then
sushi
you
on the end
got
of
you
it.
got another one, $1,600. It's all over the place with the prices.
You know what I do when I see
Maybe-
a whale on the beach and they're throwing water on it? I go and I punch it right in the face. What do you think now, shithead? Where's all that fucking... Where's all that water showing off now, fucko?
You kind of have the upper hand, right?
I certainly do. I take water and I dump it out on the beach right in front of them. You love some of that, shithead? Why don't you follow the signs?
Right? How stupid are you?
Exactly.
There were plenty of warnings before you made it onto the beach itself.
Yeah. Hey, when you hear carnival sounds, what motivates you to follow them?
Right.
Dumb fuck.
When your tail started dragging on the sand, no idea what might happen here.
Yeah.
That you might want to turn around.
Yeah, give me those teeth. I got a car payment to make. You're not going to use them. Fucking asshole. Big
do it-
stupid whales.
Do you do it with pliers?
I'll actually lift up their gums and say, I'm taking your tooth out. They do nothing. They just look back with that one dumb eye. Fucking
Oh,
slap it.
Jimmy, what's wrong with you?
Nothing. I'm just trying to take you straighten a whale out.
What else did we do
Fuck
wrong
its
with?
blowhole while it lays there.
What else did we do wrong with Bernard Kerik?
I mean, he did go to jail, right?
Yes,
He's a wonderful man.
He did his time.
Yes, he did.
Wonderful man. He was the commissioner when the city really needed him.
I mean, that's a big deal. The police commissioner
Yeah,
of any town
Right.
going to jail.
Yeah, especially
it don't
New York.
always happen.
Right.
They can't pull up any police commissioner and be like, we can find something to send you to jail. He broke the law in a big way.
And the reality is he did go to prison for
Huge
it.
way. Yeah, he
went to
paid
jail.
his price. I give him that.
It's hard that he ran Rikers Island for all those years. Then have to go back.
How weird is that?
That's gotta be a weird.
But how bad? I mean,
But at least it's better now when he went back than when he was running it, because the federal government came in and fucking
He had a major
did a whole cleanup.
He had a major drop off in that career of his.
Yeah,
Arrested.
yeah, it's a big one for the police commissioner.
Bush wanted him for Homeland Security and all
And then
that.
they vetted them and found out that the girlfriend was staying downtown in a 9/11 apartment.
Was that
illegally.
after? Was that after prison? I mean, was that
That's
during
before prison. This is before prison.
After prison, no,
No,
Bush
no.
is not president anymore.
No. I'm trying to get it all. And I didn't understand. He said he didn't pay taxes on his housekeeper, or didn't declare her. Or what? I mean, what?
Yeah, money he paid her or something. Who knows?
Well, then he wouldn't have to pay taxes on money he paid her.
Yeah, but there's obviously something with him.
But still, you got to pay a certain. As a minimum wage. So who knows what he's paying her? So
Right.
that's why how they track that.
The guy.
That's why you pay taxes on it, so they can track it.
The guy had 2 extramarital affairs simultaneously.
Oh, now that's the part I like
Holy
about him.
How do you pull that off?
That's
With a badge.
Yeah, that's a lot of work.
A wife and 2 side pieces. How the fuck you pull that off, Sherrod Small?
Honey, I'm
That's
working a case.
exhausting.
Again?
Look, I like him. I like that part of him. He's a man. But stop giving him a pass.
But you don't meet. Yeah, he went to prison. You don't get to meet many people who fucking witnessed the beheading and ran the police department. Like, those are cool things.
That's like a life of a lot of living.
And that was standing under the tower when it was coming down.
I know who I wish was.
He had an affair with.
My friend enjoyed it.
One of the affairs was with Judith Regan.
That was alleged, I guess.
Wow,
Brian's sister.
Good one.
All right.
Well, I wouldn't expect you to know her. She's involved with books.
He's a publisher, so he has no idea.
And being that you're a worm.
Fucking quick.
See,
that was pretty
the
good.
physical body bullying.
Wow.
I don't appreciate.
Jesus.
I have body image issues.
Okay. So do whales.
Yeah, Judith Regan. Yeah.
What's going on with Chris Rock? Speaking of racial profiling.
Oh, you pulled over 3 times.
It's a big story today.
He must be driving poorly.
He's taking pictures of himself getting pulled over. He takes a selfie every time he gets pulled over.
Wow.
Well, I called the police in his area, and I said that he's speeding. Can you catch him?
What did they get him on?
What is this
Being
all
black
about?
in that part of Jersey?
Did they actually say that?
No,
That's a
but
brave
sure.
cop.
I got this. Actor and comedian Chris Rock appears to be taking a stand against police by sharing selfies on social media each time he gets pulled over by cops. According to his Twitter and Instagram accounts, Rock has been pulled over at least 3 times in 2 months. So what is he doing?
He lives over there in
But I didn't know he lives here.
At this point, the guy knows it's Chris Rock
They see a black head that they probably don't know it's him.
in a really nice car
But
and to leave him alone.
It's only him and Patrick Ewing and Mary J. Blige. That's the black people in that area. So I'm sure Mary's getting pulled over. And everybody's getting pulled over in that area.
Ewing's not because they can see his big dumb head coming through the roof.
Of course, they want to make sure that he lives in that area. If you just circle, maybe they think he's just circling, looking for somewhere to steal. I don't know what they.
Yeah, they pull white kids over in a lot of times in black neighborhoods too because they know what you're there for.
If they did,
but it sucks if you live there and you're rich and you're Chris Rock.
It stinks.
That stinks.
Actor Isaiah Washington responded to Rock's post on April 1st by saying, "I sold my $90,000 Mercedes G500 because I got tired of being pulled over by the police."
Yeah.
What else does it say?
Poor thing. Poor baby.
Yeah.
On February 27th, Rock posted this selfie, and he wrote, "I'm not even driving, and I'm stopped by the cops again." He's in the passenger seat. On February 13th, it's kind of funny in a way, no?
It's hilarious.
Okay, all right.
They pulled a bus over?
We love Chris Rock. We love Chris Rock, but this is kind of funny.
He does not look happy though.
He's in the passenger seat, like, what the fuck? And on February 13th, Rock said to his 194,000 Instagram followers, "Just got pulled over by the cops." All right, continue. Let's see. It is not clear why he is being stopped by the police, according to his post. USA Today Network has reached out to Chris Rock's camp for more info about the incidents. What else? Is that it?
That's crazy.
All right. Well, he should explain. I mean, the cop would would say why he's being pulled over.
Yeah, is he like Letterman where he speeds a lot, or is it literally just they're profiling him?
He looks fucking pissed
doesn't look
off.
happy.
He does not look happy.
I'm sure
about
some of
it.
these pictures he's probably taking his daughters to school. So
I don't
it's
see
really
any,
annoying.
I don't see anyone in the back seat.
I'm saying like coming from the school. His daughters are really short.
Man, 3 times in 2 months for Chris
That's
Rock.
a lot.
That's annoying. Definitely for a rich dude.
What do you think he is?
I'm happy
Anthony
for it.
Cumia?
I'm for this.
I mean,
Because it's annoying Chrissy. So I'm great. This is
well,
great.
I mean, to take this further, Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee, when he did his episode,
They pulled him over with Seinfeld.
they got pulled over on the New Jersey Turnpike, and you could see a bit of seriousness in Chris's face when that happened. Even though Seinfeld was kind of trying to have a little fun with it, you could just see.
Because this is like it was shtick for Seinfeld. He's like, this
Right.
is something new for me.
This is hilarious that
Yeah.
this is happening as I'm filming, but you could see that Chris got a little serious about it and was looking at Jerry like, don't fuck around with this too much, please. If you got that clip, it would be great to play if you could find that exact clip of him being pulled over.
Fucking last week I got a ticket coming around the corner here from 6 onto 49th. I was just holding my phone, right?
Oh.
And
You're not allowed to do that.
You can't even hold it.
Yeah, you're not allowed to do that.
You got the ticket?
Yeah, and he gave me the least amount, he said. But Bonnie, like, when he pulled me over, the first thing I said was, because I knew why he was pulling me over, I go, look, I wasn't on the phone. I got Bluetooth. Bonnie goes, why the fuck would you? Because obviously that's what he's pulling me over for, so I
Right.
want to plant the seed
Right.
that I wasn't making a fucking call.
Right.
And he goes, you can't hold it. Well,
You
I
can't
guess you can't
hold-
hold a sandwich either then. Or
Yeah.
Wow, don't do that. We love the cops.
What?
Was that a shot?
Stop
at?
bashing the police.
Don't bash
Shots
them.
fired.
Yeah, what are you doing? You're bashing the police, you
I
Tommy.
mean,
They
they didn't even
can't help
offend me.
themselves and they got to
Rich.
eat a lot.
I got pulled over actually 2 days ago. I forgot to mention it, and it was going down to the cellar, and I get pulled over, and I'm weaving back into traffic, hoping he's just passing me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and then he gets in, he goes, BMW, pull over. Like, oh fuck. So I pull over, and he walks over, and he was fuming, but he was in the demo, and he sees me, and he goes, Jimbo! I'm like, oh, thank God.
What do you mean he was in the demo?
Meaning, like, he could have been a fan of the show. He's a white
Right.
guy in like his 30s.
Yeah.
But I had been on my phone. I knew I was texting like a motherfucker. And he seen me doing it. But he gave me a break. He's like, nah, all right, get out of here. I'm like, what did I do? He goes, you were on the phone. I'm like, oh, okay, thanks. And he gave me a little pat on the chest.
But then
Did he really?
Yeah, very nice guy.
But then you see the cops on their phones.
yeah, but I didn't mention that.
Oh, yeah.
I
then you
thanked him.
see them driving down and they're at a light checking their phones. Everyone
They
does
say you
it.
could do it
You
at a
can't
red
help
light.
but to
You
do
can
it.
do it at a red light.
Yeah.
Can you officially do it at a red light?
At a red light, and then
In New York State?
Yeah, that's what he said. If
I don't
you're
know about
stopped at
that.
a red light,
I
that's
don't
what he
know.
said. Yeah, that's what he said. But it was this in my fucking hand, and boom.
Wow.
We got the clip. So comedians in cars getting coffee, Chris Rock, and they get pulled over.
In this car.
This is
Whose
a very
car?
fast car, by the way.
They're probably speeding.
Okay.
40, 50 miles an hour. Chris Rock smiling, having a good time.
That'll show him.
Amazing camera work.
And now Seinfeld is definitely
They
speeding.
got a bunch of GoPros around the car. The little cameras that they stick everywhere.
Yep, he's coming.
Chris is holding on to the door handle.
Yes.
Look at how scared he is in the car.
Ready to bail.
It'd be such a better episode if he pulls me to the side and beats the out of me. Did he give up?
No, we got him.
Oh boy. Now here's the crazy thing. If you weren't here, I'd be scared.
That's the truth.
Yeah, I'm famous.
And he's still a little scared.
Still black.
It's not PG.
Watch, his attitude definitely changes.
I'd be fabulous.
That's
Okay.
terrible.
Right now, I'm looking for my license right now. Cut it off. License registration.
Here comes the cop walking up to the car.
All right, he's got a crew cut. He means business. Yeah, how's it going?
Your license registration?
You see how serious he just got?
We're going
Alpine.
Alpine, New Jersey.
To Alpine, you're going the wrong way. Is this your car?
No, sir.
So good.
And then it fades
He
to
was
their
killed.
logo.
They killed Chris Rock.
I forgot how this ended.
Comedians in cars
I think they
getting
come back to
coffee.
it.
Yeah, Seinfeld actually assaulted the cop and drove away. No one would have expected that.
Chris was having fun, but then you could see it in his face.
It's an uncomfortable
changed.
situation. I don't care what circumstances. It just gets uncomfortable. Of
But
course, you know
that
the
cop
history of
right
it.
from the beginning just said, "Hey, Chris, Jerry."
Maybe he did. I don't know. Who knows?
Oh yeah, the editing.
We're waiting for this commercial to finish, and then we'll see how this ended. I forgot because this is from last season.
Did that say Rosenthal?
Oh God, why all the commercials? They don't usually have this many commercials,
Are we also? That was just the promo.
huh?
Smart online tool.
Yeah, I think that's where they end it.
We also have a clip we should play.
You
We have
sure?
Ricky coming in.
Yeah,
We have a Fez
Ricky
clip we
Gervais.
should play.
You want to play some of
I
that?
think we should, yeah, because I didn't hear it. I just heard about
Okay.
it.
So
Just ma-
Fez is retiring?
Yeah, it was announced yesterday that Fez is going to retire, and Ron's going to go it alone.
Wow.
Yes, I believe it's true.
It's health reasons, huh?
I believe it's true.
He's a good dude, that Fez.
I have not talked to Ron about this, but I believe this to be true. I mean, a lot of people are looking at the fact that yesterday was April Fool's.
Apple Files.
Oh, wait a
So,
minute.
is it a huge work? I am saying I believe it's true. What is that from? Oh, okay.
Terabang.
So this is how it was announced on Ron and Fez yesterday.
We do have an announcement to make to you, our friends. The Ron and Fez show is coming to an end. Friday will be our last show. It's something that Fez and I have been talking about for a while, and it's been a long, long run for us, Fezzy.
It really has. Yeah, as of Friday, like Ron said, I've been thinking about this for a while. I've been talking to Ron about it. As of Friday, when the show's over, I am retiring from radio. I'm.
Wait a minute.
Not just radio, but the most important thing ever in my life, the Ron and Fez show. And I just, I want to thank everybody, and I want to, let everyone know that, yeah, I'm retiring. This isn't just taking some time off or, going away for a while. It's calling it a day on my radio career.
Wow, that's a huge announcement.
Is that for real, though? It's April 1st. Who does it on April 1st when you know it's April 1st?
Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
I'm not buying it.
I believe it to be true,
though.
though.
I'm going to be gone tomorrow. I won't see Fezzy.
Stay tuned.
That sounded like he really meant it. He's not that good of an actor. Do you think he is?
Maybe not.
Where
I like that dude.
Yeah, absolutely. We all love Fez.
He's a great dude.
It continued. You want to hear a little more?
Yes.
Okay.
Only if he
Ron's
cries.
the only one that I've talked to about this. I never went down the hallway to talk to anyone. They're hearing it for the first time, like everybody else listening. So, but I'm just so appreciative of everything that's happened over the run of this show, and just being with Ronnie. And when I walked into that comedy club so many years ago, I didn't know that night how much it was going to change my life, and what a wonderful experience it was going to be after I met Ron.
Be more funny.
And doing this show and being able to do radio this long has been great, but getting to do it with Ronnie has meant the world to me.
Okay.
It has meant absolutely everything. And that night I met you, two people couldn't have been more opposite, and yet kindred spirits, and you were the one who saw that. And I just thank you for everything. Absolutely. You've been my friend, my partner, my brother, and you've obviously been my magic genie, because you made every one of my wishes come true in this business.
That's great.
So, thank you. And I'm going to try to get it together. And so Friday will be my last show on radio. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, so many people.
And I thank you, too, my friend.
Wow.
That was
Wow.
I wouldn't be that broken up giving my wife's eulogy.
Wow.
There'll be a lot of high-fiving, huh, Rich?
I do like Fezzy, man.
Absolutely. How many years did they do it?
20, I think, right?
Had to be
They
at
met in
least
the
20.
comedy club.
Huh?
20 years since the night they met in the comedy club.
Oh, he said that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
Wow.
comedy club was
It
it?
was probably, it was Bennington. It was
Ron and Ron
Comic strip?
back in the day.
No,
Yeah.
no, it was down in
Don't yell at me.
Tampa.
Tampa.
Okay.
It was Ron Bennington had a club there.
What was it called?
Bennington.
Ronnie's Tampa Comedy Joint. Yeah,
No,
that
it
was
was
what it
called
was called.
Bennington's Comedy Club.
Right.
Was it?
Oh,
You want to continue with this? We got a few more clips.
Yeah.
Is
All
he
right.
crying? He's really crying.
Of course he is. It's emotional.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm
It's
trying
the
to
end
go
of an
along
era.
with it.
So even before we
17.
get into all this stuff, and by the way, Fez and I have talked about this for a while, and actually even, several times over the last several years because of different things that were going on with you. Because, at a certain point, I worried, as everyone has, whether this was the best thing for you to keep doing. But as long as you wanted to keep, plugging, let's keep going. But to actually say it and hear it out loud, it's surreal.
I know. I feel like I'm just going to wake up any minute in a cold sweat. That this all wouldn't have just happened.
People are saying Fez isn't a good actor. They think it's a work.
They think it's work.
I haven't talked to Ron, but I'm thinking this is real. I'm thinking.
But my only concern is if this is a real thing, and why say it on April 1st of all days to do it?
I think the important thing that we missed.
You could do it the 31st. Go ahead, Jimmy.
Is that a black guy just said, what did you say?
Good. I'm glad you forgot it.
Something about my concern. I've never heard a black guy say that before.
It's not because we don't say it, it's because you're not around us.
You're probably right.
All right.
What did you say? I can't believe my mind just went.
My only concern.
My only concern.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
That's the name of my new album.
My only concern. You want more? I got more clips. Is this?
Yes, let's hear it.
This is working. All right.
I feel sad for him.
I don't know whether it's like this for most people in most jobs. You know what I mean? Like most jobs you go to, you don't have like a partnership in it, you know?
Yeah.
So I think, you know, when I you know, it ends up happening with everybody, you know, Don and Mike, O&A, Mad Dog, and Mike, and you know, those are the type of people that you think, oh, they're probably the only people that can understand the weirdness of sitting in a room talking for decades and decades.
Yeah, it's
I don't know anyone that that's come close to the kind of time that we've spent together. It's like being on a long car ride. You know what I mean? Like you and another person taking a long car ride, but it just goes on forever. And at some point, well, I don't know if I ever did think about the end over the years.
Wow,
that sound real. Now that's
it's a good analogy.
Yeah,
right. Hold on a minute. Now the conspiracy guys are popping up here. George in Texas, go ahead.
Yeah, this is, I'm going to pull over so my signal don't break up. I called the pre-show yesterday, and I was talking at Sam, and the day before yesterday on the Ron and Fez show, they had a special guest, and it was his birthday. They blindfolded him. They had a love scene, and they was making a big deal how Fez could act. This definitely has something to do with it.
A few days ago, they were showing off Fez's acting ability.
The day before yesterday, Fez's birthday, they had him blindfolded. They had some special guests. I think he was a movie star. I think his name was Casey or something like that.
No, they had Jason.
Jason Nash?
Jason Nash.
Yeah, okay.
Pekka.
Yeah, that's it. And I guess Fez hates him. But they had him perform a love scene with him to show how good Fez's acting ability was. This has got to be an act. It's a bit.
You're saying it's a bit?
I know it's a bit.
I'm saying it's real.
Well, Faz, either way, give him an award for acting because he nailed it. Living.
Thank you. Let's go to Tim in Ohio. Tim.
Yeah, I think it's a bit because there's so many things they did yesterday. The Chris Stanley thing, the Ron's dad thing. There's too much. And Fezzi's not a good actor, but he's probably got himself convinced that he is quitting. Even though he's not, he convinced himself, you know. Oh, shit, maybe I am really. I don't know.
Well, I mean, if Ron was going to do an April Fool's prank, I think he would do...
What kind of prank?
An April Fool's prank.
Really vague.
April Fools! I think Ron would come up with something a little better than that than to just throw this out there as an April Fool's prank, sir.
It'll be funny if it's real.
All right. Well, I guess you have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't have any inside info on this one, but I'm going on record to say that I believe it's real.
Well, Ron called me and he goes, "What are you doing in the mornings from now on?" I said, "I'm working." He goes, "All right, just checking."
Gordon in South Carolina.
Oh, is this Gordon Clapp or Gordon Jump?
Gordon Jump, for sure. Why not? Yeah.
Right.
Hey, this is the...
Or Gordon Bethune, who used to run Continental Airlines.
What?
Oof, the Gordon names are abominable.
Go ahead, Gordon.
All right, so I listened to the whole...
Commissioner?
Gee, Gordon.
Go ahead, Liddy.
But this is a giant work, and this has been going on. They've been working this, as far as I'm concerned, since back in whenever it was when Fezzi's contract came up.
Do you mean? Well, are you writing a sequel to the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald as we speak?
Gordon?
You know, I actually just saw him in concert, believe it or not.
Of course you did. Why wouldn't you?
Listen, Commissioner.
I said that already.
You said that one as you get on the
Yes.
microphone.
Stop
You're just making
eating, you
everyone
fool.
angry.
What did I do?
You're running out of Gordons, guys.
I know we are.
Okay. You're spitting eggs on the microphone.
Yes.
You're redoing Jimmy's line. You're holding fucking turkey bacon in your right hand for a while.
You want a piece?
No, I don't want a piece. Sorry.
You want another piece?
No, thank you.
All right. Let Gordon continue.
Please, I have a giant conspiracy to pass along. So this has been going on since Fez's contract negotiation when he went month to month with his contract. Because that's when this whole anxiety thing started. Now, I'm not questioning that maybe Fez has some anxiety issues.
Word him up, Doc.
But they are over the top. And anybody that had that kind of anxiety would not have stayed on the air. They have been setting this up for a year. Let's just look at the players involved.
Well, let's not walk through it, thing by thing. I mean, you're busy running your restaurant. I understand that.
Fair enough. But, I mean, Ron Bennington is the puppet master, man. He is the biggest manipulator in the history of radio, and in a good way. Don't get me wrong. I love the guy.
Yeah.
But
I'd give Orson Welles that title, but because people killed themselves.
Right.
This is a giant work, and it's been going on for a year.
Giant work. That's my Cox nickname. Get it? Giant work.
Yeah.
Anybody that doesn't see that is just either not paying attention or lying.
All right. So you think
But
it's work? Well,
Giant work.
well,
Biggest work in radio history.
well, the puppet master certainly got the people a talking.
You got us talking.
He's got everyone a talking.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Let me go to Scott in Jersey. Scott.
What's up, dude? I love the show. I have the opposite opinion here. Listen to the Chris Stanley clip and tell me that asshole is that good of an actor.
All right. I don't even know what Chris Stanley did yesterday.
What happened?
I couldn't
You gotta
be.
hear it.
Huh?
You gotta hear
All right. I'll go listen to it. All right. One more, then we'll play the last clip from their show from yesterday as Fezzi announced his retirement. Tom in Massachusetts.
Yeah, this is absolutely a bit. If you remember, Fezzi only has to look at the calendar date of when his dad died, and he'll start crying. The emotions are easily conjured for him. And also, I think a lot of us out in the audience thinks, he kind of hit the wall a while ago, so that makes sense.
All right.
And I think it's a bit.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Let me go to Ben in Jersey. Ben?
Yeah, hey, I think you forgot to hit a button. Morgan Freeman, possibly? Okay, thank you. What's next?
You kidding me? Fez shaved his head. I'm not pushing that one.
What happened?
He shaved his head.
Who, Fez?
A la Taxi Driver.
Why?
They said it was for a bit. I hope it was for a bit.
Who shaves their head at 63 years old for a bit?
I know.
They ain't coming back.
Everyone's saying he lost a bet, but I mean, he announces his retirement from radio. He shaves his head, a la Taxi Driver. I'm a little nervous
There's a
around
lot
here.
going on with Fez.
Stop saying Allah. You said it twice.
Oh, sorry. I thought it worked the first time, and I thought I would do it again. Felt good about myself for once in this fucking room. One more clip from Ron and Fez as they made the big announcement yesterday.
Whatever perceptions you have. But I can tell you that Fez doing a gay character in the South during the late 1980s, early 90s, when AIDS was still like this scary topic and there was a lot of strange homophobia. That was the single funniest / bravest shit that I've ever seen in my life. Those people went from get him off the air to loving him. And I thought both sides of it were funny. I thought, what is that queer doing on the radio was just as funny. You know what I mean? Just like ramming it down there.
Yeah.
Fucking their rock and roll throats was the funniest shit in the world to me. You were unbelievable, dude.
So he's not gay then? That was a character?
I don't know.
Oh, I think he's gay.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, everyone embraced Fez from day one when we got to know them. When they came up to New York for the first time when we were all at NEW.
From Tampa, right? They came up from Tampa?
Yeah, man, we just hit it off. And, me and Anthony did not hit it off with a lot of radio guys. I'll tell you right the fuck now.
Right.
But they came in, and there was something about them, and we hit it off.
They're cool guys, man. I like those guys.
And always had their backs, and they always had our backs. I wish Fez nothing but the best, obviously. I hope he, I
hope he comes back to visit.
If it's real, which I think it is, I'm sure, Ronnie will check in from time to time and see what he's up to.
Is he staying in New York? Is he going back down to Florida?
Florida.
I would assume he would go down to Florida. Man, I want first shot at his apartment though. I want to walk through that thing.
Where's his apartment?
Supposedly he's been collecting his toenails and fingernails for years. I want to walk around that apartment.
What?
Why, he's a hoarder?
I don't know. It would be a fascinating thing to do, to walk through Fez's apartment before he leaves it for good. You don't think he collects cat poo or anything, do you?
I hope not. I'd hate to have to compete when I sell mine.
You're going to sell your collection of cat poo?
Yeah. Yeah. I have it organized by cat breed and texture and color.
Okay.
Yeah, the mushy ones you have to keep in a cigar humidor. Keeps them nice and soft.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I'm sure we'll have more to say about Fez in the coming days and weeks when everyone finds out this is absolutely real.
Yep.
Who's Ron? Who was the other Ron? The Ron and Ron show?
Yeah, Ron and Ron for a while, and then
the other guy's wife passed.
Oh, the other Ron?
Something went wrong there, and then it turned into Ron and Fez.
Oh, okay.
No, I just told you what happened. The other Ron.
Did Fez kill the other Ron's wife? How did it?
No, she got sick. And
mysteriously, though. He poisoned her slowly?
Your mic fell. So happy that someone's mic fell.
So, yeah, something, and then they split their show up. Then they came up here.
Okay.
Ron and Ron ended in 1997. And that's when Fezzy was pretty much, I think, full-time. So Fez has been with Ron for 17 years.
Wow.
But Ron and Ron were never in New York.
Or 18 almost, right? How many years did Ron and Ron do?
I think 10.
10?
They were like late 80s. Yeah, 87, I think.
Wow. Yeah.
So Ron's been in it for about almost 30 years?
How old's Ron Bennington? What the fuck?
He used to do stand-up. We did stand. I remember doing gigs with him, one-nighters, like up in Jersey. He came up here, and when they from Florida. He was funny from the beginning.
He's a funny dude.
You just added a lot there. Thank you.
I said he did stand-up. I threw that in. It was
wonderful.
You know that?
So he owned the club in Tampa?
Huh?
Yeah,
It was his club in Tampa.
He owned the comedy club and did some time himself, and he was very, very funny. It continues to be funny, obviously.
Yeah.
We got to take a break. We're a very busy show today. Rich, what are you promoting real fast?
Next Friday, I'll be at the Sugarloaf Performing Arts Center in
Sugarloaf, New York.
Yeah, with Bonnie. Bonnie
Okay.
and I never worked together, so take advantage of seeing two headliners on one show.
Oh, nice.
Okay, and My Wife Hates Me, Tuesdays at 7 p.m. on this channel. You're just killing it, man.
Thank you.
Sherrod Small, what do you got, buddy?
Yes, I got a new show coming on the Game Show Network, Lie Detectives on 420. Then I got Best Hoaxes and Best Pranks on True TV that's airing this week. And that's it. I'm hosting Red Eye on the 14th.
All right.
Very nice.
That is very nice. And Jimmy's going to be heading to Denver, Comedy Works.
Just Denver.
Ooh, I like
Tonight,
Comedy
tomorrow,
Works.
and Saturday.
Leaving soon. He's packed and ready to go.
I leave in an hour.
Ooh, that's your stuff?
Yeah, I got to piss.
Denver's a great room.
All right. Ricky Gervais should be on the show next. Stay right there.
More with Opie and Jim after this. This is Opie Radio. The show is back.
Back with Ricky Gervais in studio.
Hold on.
What? I thought you said
just,
something.
Just Opie Radio. Why hasn't Jim got his little name on it?
Well, because Jim doesn't make the same money, and Jim didn't want to jump in Anthony's grave. I don't want my name. That was why. I didn't want to feel like I was jumping in Anthony's
But we
grave.
did we had some and Jimmy up for a while.
Yeah.
On paper.
Yeah, Larry
and a
Larry
Sharpie.
King yelled and said, "You got to put your name on the wall."
Larry
But,
King yelled at us.
Didn't like the pressure.
Yeah, I was like, no.
You don't like the responsibility.
No, you wouldn't take the if you were in the army and they said you can make sergeant, you say no, I want to stay with the guys.
Not if they wanted to pay me like a corporal.
First over the top with the same money. Yeah.
You know, we're close to it. You know, this is more like the Big and Little Enos. So I'm like, you know what? I'll just be Jim, the fucking sidekick. Waka off to Denver.
If they offer you an extra $100 million, would you jump out of it?
An extra $100 million?
What's
wrong with you?
What kind of childish question?
You had $1
I meant million.
Oh, okay,
I meant
$1
million.
If they offered me 500, I'd push my mother down an elevator shaft.
Rightly so.
They would be ripping that off the wall immediately. Are you kidding me?
God.
I got a confession for Ricky Gervais.
What?
Well, you've been in here a bunch, and I was just kind of making believe that I knew what Derek was about.
Right.
And now I finally have watched the show now that it's over.
So you bluffed, or you just kept quiet
bluffed.
when we were talking about it, did you?
I was good about. I was good.
Yeah,
though,
no,
right?
I believed
I
you.
was believing. No,
I thought you loved me. I thought it was. Yeah.
I just didn't have the time with two small kids, so I had to kind of make believe I was all in with Derek.
Oh, whoa. You put your kids before my career.
I had to, yes.
What sort of a... That's unbelievable. It's very nice. That's very lovely that you've...
But then I finally started watching. I fucking love this show.
Oh, cheers, man.
You don't need the promotion now, but... well, I guess you need it for the special that's coming out on Netflix.
Yeah. Tomorrow. Out tomorrow.
And I've seen the whole series, but not the special because I texted Roland. I did him a link for it.
Yeah.
Paul Roden gets the blame for everything, man.
Well, that's okay. He's a good guy. He just the links. He's terrible with links. He's good with a lot of things, but with links, he's really bad.
We're lucky to get screeners for all this stuff, but it's getting harder and harder to actually, you have to load new software on your computer. They're really making it hard because I guess they don't want us just passing it around. I don't know.
Yeah, I hate the future.
Yeah, but the special's great.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Cheers. Yeah, it's probably my favourite episode. It's same with The Office and Extras. My favourite episode was I think the specials in those as well because it's you hit the ground running and everyone knows the character, so you can really sort of bring it all to an end.
The problem with seeing it ahead of time, I mean, what are we allowed to say? They want us to see this stuff, but then it's hard to talk about because we don't want to give anything away.
You saw it, you loved it. People want to see it now.
Yes.
You want to tell them at least what the special's about, or?
Well, nah.
See, so I didn't have to watch it.
Yes.
Yeah,
I wanted to watch it, but I didn't have to.
You watched it for your
interview.
own pleasure. That's what I'm here for.
Absolutely.
Can I say that the bloopers are amazing at the end of the special?
I love the bloopers.
I could do that.
They're
right?
my favourite bit.
What creeps me out though?
What?
How you go from the character Derek to Ricky Gervais like that?
Yeah, it's a bit weird, isn't it?
It's creepy. I'm like, what is inside his head that he could like just turn that quickly back to Ricky Gervais?
His voice is.
Yeah, no, I don't want to see you like. I don't want to see you like Derek talking like Ricky. That would weird me out.
It is weird.
That would weird me out.
But luckily, because I'm such a shallow actor, I can flip between the two. Like Daniel Day-Lewis. Daniel Day-Lewis coming out of character is like stopping an ocean liner.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? He's got so much momentum, whereas I can just stop like that.
You're saying it's that little thing on a sailboat. You just switch and it's going anywhere.
But you're so believable as Derek. That's why it's like, oh my god, now he's the Ricky like it's like nothing.
Thank you.
And
very much.
there was a lot of laughing. You guys had
It's like that all the time, though. It's like this, but we just try and film the bits between the laughter.
Right. One other thing. So the people in the old age home, right?
Yeah.
Are they real like old people? Like,
yes.
or are they actors?
Yeah, some are actors, some are extras, but some either actor or actors are actually in old people's home for actors. So we sort of found some of them.
Okay.
Some of the older actors that are now. Oh,
yeah. And it was just like an old people's home. It really was. And their green room is about 90 degrees centigrade. You go in there and you sweat just like your nan's house. Do you know what I mean? This is it. So, and they were great. They had a great time. I really miss working with them. It was just like a really nice atmosphere.
And they understand what you got to do on a set, because if they were actors, that's the advantage of using old actors, is they redo it, go back, and they're not going to ask a lot of dumb questions.
Oh, no, exactly, yeah. They've sort of got to know the score, yeah.
I like to think the ones in the background are actors, too. I'm hoping.
Yeah, everyone's
it makes it a little easier to watch, that's all.
Yeah, as opposed to just filming some old people who didn't know what was happening. Yes. Yeah, no, we didn't do that. It's not a real documentary.
My mom's up to that age where she's in one of those places, and you get the women that are just sitting there just screaming all day as you're trying to have a visit.
Well, all my family, about 6 of my family worked in old people's homes. Some of it sort of more chronic than others, some Alzheimer's, I did make it quite an idyllic home, and also we got a problem in Britt, I don't know if you got it here. You know that not
Sitting
all
next
the
to you. He's sitting next to you.
He's implying. Rich is implying that we have issues with black people in this country, and I don't agree with that at all.
Some people to think they just skipped a bit and they missed me being racist, and they're going back and like, well, I can't find it. They must have cut that.
I heard it. No, I heard you.
Yeah,
I heard it. I heard the shit, Ricky.
No room to stop. Oh, no. This is what happened to Hitler. This was Italy. They all got together, Gervais, and they said, let's play a jog. I'm Adolf.
Hitler was a morning zoo guy, but no,
he was a lovely guy, but they just really stitched him up, and this is what's happening to me. What I was going to say was, we've got a bit of a problem in care homes where some of the staff aren't as nice as the ones that I portray, you know, and that's what's really sad.
We got that. We got that.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Get locked up
What do
all
they
the
get
time.
out of that? What do people get out of that? Working in a care home and then slapping people?
Well,
People are assholes.
We have
That's true. That's true, isn't it? Yeah.
Where my mother was. Well, I have a question first, but no, where my mother was, and we moved her to another place. Everything that of value, which wasn't of value, is missing. It's stolen.
Really?
It's completely gone. She had a whale's tooth. Everything was stolen. No, but I'm saying, watch this little bullshit. Because a lot of these people that work here in this nursing homes are from other countries.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's so is he.
No. Wait a second. Let me finish.
Let him finish. Black countries?
Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't mind Sweden. He doesn't mind Norway.
No, he don't mind that at all.
Nigeria.
Yes,
But then when it gets to
Jesus. And
I thought, I looked at the tattoos and I thought, no, maybe he's like Beckham. Maybe he's like David Beckham. No,
I'm a regular guy. I'm
a regular Nazi.
I'm a Jew.
That's right. So you're a bad Nazi.
He's the worst kind of Nazi.
The worst kind of Nazi is a Jewish.
I'm a house Nazi.
Every time they start bad-mouthing Jews, I'm like, wait till what's his name leaves.
What are you trying to say?
Yes, Rich.
What are you trying to say?
Spit it out.
Yeah, Rich.
You mean they're poor?
Yes,
There you
thank
go.
you.
And they don't pay him well enough, so they have to steal everyone's
Just
shit.
because you poor don't mean you steal. You're not
No,
saying that.
I'm saying the
Okay.
people that are stealing are.
Well,
I'm not saying everybody who's poor steals. What are you kidding me? I didn't steal when I was poor.
Should we take a commercial? What are you
no.
bubbling about?
I don't know.
Can I ask him one question?
Yeah, but I guess, but to your point, really fast. So we went and saw my mom, and we gave her a really nice blanket, and her words were, "Boy, I hope they don't steal it."
Who's dead?
No.
And we got her in a nice place.
That's so terrible, isn't it? It's like survival.
Right.
At that age, you've lived your life, you've paid your way, and now you've got to worry about if someone steals.
It's a really nice soft blanket. She goes, "Boy, I hope they don't steal it." I'm like, what?
It's horrible.
But I don't think they're going to steal it. I think that might also be a little of her issues there, that she's thinking everyone's stealing her shit.
She was selling it for crack. And then saying, that damn nurse.
She sets people up. She puts the blanket in their room, and they have them arrested and thrown out of the home.
So teeth get knocked out. All right, go ahead. Your question.
Did you get a chance to see our movie, Women Aren't Funny?
No, you didn't do that.
Documentary.
Oh, you didn't do that.
That's my question. I can't.
Can't you do that off air?
Shut up. No, listen. First
Women
of all,
Aren't Funny.
I'm like, I'm going to be honest, I haven't yet, but I will.
It's a comedy documentary. Women Aren't Funny on Netflix.
It's called Women Aren't Funny, not Women Aren't Funny. It's
Yeah,
more
I
than
said
one woman.
women. I said
no, you
women.
didn't. You said woman. You don't know how to pluralize.
I said women. I did.
He does it all the time.
Your
So.
eyes are opening. I guess you're acting. I said women aren't funny
Women
on
Aren't
Netflix.
Funny. It's a very good film. It really is.
I'll check it
but
out.
you're just making everyone uncomfortable by bringing it up. During
I would love for someone.
It's a terrific documentary. I will not deny
comedy.
that.
Brilliant.
But you're putting him on the spot.
But it's a real documentary.
Yes, but a comedy. Yeah,
You
everybody's
mean it's funny?
Oh yeah.
So by him bringing that up, that's the second time that he's saying he's Jewish. I to make a sell.
Is it about being Jewish?
No, it's a women aren't funny. It's about women comics in the business.
Great.
Tell 'em
Joan
who's in it.
Rivers, Chris Rock, Sarah.
Chris is not a
Wanda.
woman.
Isn't a woman, technically.
Everybody's in it.
Oh, right.
Every major comic's
It's
in
TMZ
it.
footage.
Did you try to get Ricky Gervais for the documentary?
I didn't know him. I would have got him in a second. We got Jimmy Carr.
Why would you name somebody else from the same country? They're not connected.
That's as close as I could get to him. That's as close as I could get.
We asked Lee Evans. Stop mentioning British people.
We got footage of Benny Hill.
Did you bring a copy in?
No.
Oh, that's how stupid you are.
You should
If you're gonna bring it
would you
up,
do
at least you could just like give him a copy.
You're the producer. You should be plugging it too.
I produced it. I mean, I plug it certainly, but you should have had a copy for the guy, and then he could maybe throw it in, in the garbage on the way out of here. But
that's what people do if they want to see. They'll go to Netflix. It's not.
he's
a big
not
deal.
going to do. You make it as easy as possible.
I'll watch it. I'll remember that.
Listen, I'm a big supporter of his stuff, so you never know. He likes comedy. That's all I'm saying.
Name his stuff.
What?
Jesus.
Name his stuff.
Oh, man.
I saw Extras. I saw. I love Ghost Town. The Secret About Lying.
Yeah.
What else?
Derek, which he's
we haven't
promoting
seen
today.
Derek yet. We haven't seen it. But I've seen everything else. So don't fucking.
I almost think it's your best character.
Thank you.
I have to see this.
You've
That's
never
my
seen Derek?
favorite.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, it is your favorite.
It's my favorite to be. It's my favorite character to be. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's just. It's not. It's not. It's slightly therapeutic.
Do you see yourself doing it like sometime in your regular life? You just fall into the Derek character?
Yeah. Well, I suppose you sort of. I think you wish you were more like Derek in a way, because he's sort of so positive and there's no cynicism.
Well, doesn't that make you feel like the most like an actor too? Because it's completely different.
I never feel like an actor.
No,
I don't know. I don't know why. I've heard these stories of actors getting, caught up in the role and asking you to call them, that they have to talk to you in a French accent.
Right.
For the days of, I think, what? Just there's a I don't know if it's a apocryphal tale or real, but I think in Marathon Man, Dustin Hoffman was running round and round, and Laurence Olivier said, "What are you doing?" He said, "I've got to sort of act like I've just been running." He said, "Why don't you just try acting out of breath?"
Yes.
You're like hands down the best host when it comes to award shows. Hands
Thank you, but I haven't done
Have you been offered the Oscars, or are they too scared to go?
Well, I don't know if I've been offered the Oscars, but a couple of years ago, there was I don't know if it's true, but my agent called me and said, "Oh, they're making a list of potentials. Would you like to be on the list?" But that's all I've ever heard that they even think of me at the Oscars. I don't think they could offer me the Oscars.
Would you host one of those roasts?
What the Oscars?
Not like a Comedy Central roast.
Would you host a roast?
Well, can we talk about the Oscars a little more?
Okay.
And then
You're
we can
asking
move
a
on
bunch of
to your
different
next
things.
question.
I thought there's a couple because I don't get to talk that much. So I
You get to talk to. Are you kidding me?
Yes. You're asking a British question.
They hold me down.
I don't think I could do the Oscars, because if I did the Oscars, I'd do the same as I did with the Golden Globes, and I don't think they'd allow that. So I wouldn't do the Oscars safe and anodyne. No, I just see no point in that. I wouldn't care for it.
But here's the but. They had a big drop off with the Oscars this year. The numbers weren't as good, so maybe now they would be more accepting of a Ricky Gervais
when
doing
Chrissy
it.
hosted the Oscars, they were the
Can you say
highest
Chris
numbers.
Rock?
When Chris Rock,
He knows Chris Rock.
He was, those were
That's
the
why he did
highest
that. He
numbers.
wants you to know he knows Chris Rock
No,
personally.
listen, fuckface. What I'm saying is, when they have a fucking comic,
This is like prison.
Yeah, it really is.
Or
no,
Top
it
Cat.
isn't, 'cause
It's like wolves. We're establishing the pecking order. He's always on the ground, on his back, fighting back.
Yeah. His nickname is Scrappy.
This is terrible.
So when Chrissy hosted the Oscars, I apologize to you,
I'm
Rich
sorry,
Ross.
when Rock
I
hosted, it was
apologize.
the highest viewership in the last how many years?
About 10.
So when they have a comic,
Yeah, people do want to see you be funny and make fun of it. I mean, the audience at home likes that. I mean,
I think so.
The actors
that's-
don't.
That's the decision you make, isn't it? Do you pander to the 200 egos in the room, or the 200 million people watching around the world?
Right.
And for a comedian, a real comedian, there's no competition.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't do that, you've handed in your comedy card. Right.
But for a comedian like myself, who's a desperate worm, you pander to the
You're
200 in the
a
room.
fucking worm.
Dustin, huh? Oh, I would be putrid. I would make everybody fucking physically ill with my groveling.
I told you what I said to Dustin Hoffman.
But what good would the groveling do? They wouldn't. They're not going to come up to you afterwards and hug you and
He
go,
want a
"Thank-"
picture. He just want a picture with
No,
him.
but you're both right. I do want a picture, and Ricky's right, and I would realize it on the car ride home. Like, wow, no one talked to me afterward. I thought that would amount to more.
That didn't work.
I did 4 lines on TV playing Lenny Bruce. on American Dreams years ago. Which
was odd because he was supposed to be playing him dead, so they're like, stop talking.
So I was I was standing next to Dustin Hoffman, and I go, I also played Lenny. I compared my 4 lines to his Oscar-nominated performance.
When you actually should have compared your real life to Rain Man. That would have been smarter. I can also count toothpicks quickly.
All right, it's on, bitch.
Toothpicks quickly. Just go around throwing them. How many, Dustin? I don't know. 17. I counted them before.
Oh my God!
Wow.
I had one other question about Derek. Who did you try the character out on?
I didn't have had him for ages. Really, he started off originally. He was an autograph hunter, and he still is. But I played that down, and the joke was going to be that I was going to go up to real celebrities and ask them things, and then say the most horrendous things, but innocently.
Right.
And they couldn't answer back because they just think, well, this is a little nerd. He's asking me, he doesn't know what is. And then I thought, when it came to it, I'd done so much about fame. The Office was about fame, about David Brent wanting to be famous. Extras was explicitly about fame. I'd just done 3 years of the Golden Globes. I did a stand-up called Fame because I'm fascinated. And I thought, I just wanted to play that down. So I went back to what I do best, I think, which is ordinary people.
Right.
You know.
Absolutely.
And I put him against that sort of backdrop.
Right.
Yeah, I thought it brought it out more. I think that realism always... You can have fun with fame and irony. You really can. It can be really great, but nothing hits you quite as much as normal things that you recognise.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They resonate for a lot longer.
Absolutely.
And you see things in them, you know?
Right.
Because there's just too much... Everything now is celebrity-based. Everything is, get a celebrity and it'll be all right, someone will watch it for a minute or watch it on YouTube. And you think, well, okay, but now what?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Now let's see some real written drama or a real documentary, not just getting someone to pop up. It's just
getting ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
Right.
Everyone's a celebrity now.
Yeah.
Everyone's a celebrity. Everyone's on telly.
But you're doing the Office film. You're doing a movie called The Office. I think
David Brent. It's
David
not
Brent.
Yeah. It's David Brent, Life on the Road.
On Life on the Road. I think it'd be great because you should have a lot of pop-ins in that. There should be a lot of people showing up in there that people wouldn't expect to see. Not even for big roles, just small roles.
Just when David got to meet Obama and said the wrong thing, because that had happened. A guy from Slough just meeting, the president.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
That's what he was getting at.
We're regular people.
Yeah.
Guys on the radio. Hey, David, are you promoting your CD?
Right.
Yeah. We did that in Extras where it was when he got his terrible comedy show, When the Whistle Blows, and he meets Chris Martin, and Chris Martin wants to be in it. So he has to say, oh, look, I don't believe it. Look who's just turned out to a factory in Wigan. It's Chris Martin. And people do that. They still crowbar in, just for no reason at all, a celebrity turning up. They get a round of applause.
Right. Yeah.
We've broken the fourth wall here, people.
Yeah, my car broke down. We need help. Oh, could you sing a song?
Oh, that's great. Bill Cosby, what are you doing here?
No, I'm not thirsty.
We should play the heckler for Ricky.
The new one.
The latest heckler. If we could get someone on the computer, maybe we could do that.
Adrian or somebody in here.
Yeah, Adrian will come in and find it. But wow, the guy had great timing with his heckle too.
Yeah,
perfect timing.
Really.
But the guy paid and went to the show just to do this.
Oh, and he admitted it. He's like, I'm here to heckle him because I think he's an asshole, and the people around him were mad.
Remember,
and they're telling him to shut up and stuff.
Remember when you guys sent Paul Mercurio in? What did he yell to?
He yelled Kathleen Turner. He yelled, "Put your goddamn clothes on." She was naked, and so this is like the year 2000. And she took her clothes off for the play. And was it the play?
It was a big deal. Everyone was talking about how she was going to get naked for the play, so we snuck a guy in, and then he stood up as she's naked and goes, "Put your goddamn clothes on."
Oh no!
Oh, wow, that's too much.
Yes. I had nothing to do with it.
And
I respect the arts.
And guess where she lives?
Where?
one floor below me. I see her in the elevator all the time.
No fucking way.
And I kind of want to tell her.
Yeah.
I
No, you
kind of want
you
to tell her
can't.
and then maybe apologize.
Don't ever tell her.
No.
Don't tell her.
Because it's not fair to her. Because how can she deal with that?
I
How can she
panic every
deal with her
time.
emotions? That
You
probably
shouldn't.
that was probably devastating for her, and now she's confronted.
Every time I see her in the elevator, I panic. I'm like, oh my God, does she know?
It would be less humiliating if you said you live one floor below me and you don't even know me, and then just did the knock 3 times lyrics. Then admitting that to her.
All right, fair enough. I'm never saying that.
never tell
Kathleen,
her.
do you remember that heckler that devastated you for a while and made you a laughing stock around the world? That was my idea.
I sent him.
Why would you mention that?
Yeah. Anyway, have a nice day.
Yeah.
What am I thinking?
So what do you think of the new lobby?
You're not even in a 12-step program and you want to make amends.
Oh, you're mad. Oh, you're mad at me, aren't you? Oh, that was. Oh no! Oh, you're mad at me. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything.
The reason you've been in seclusion for 10 years is because of me.
The reason you left that play crying, it was just a gag I came up with at a radio show office.
Jesus.
That's bad news.
We gave him free T-shirts to do it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I gotta do something with this guilt. You're right. What am I doing?
Yeah,
What am I doing?
keep yourself burdened. Don't, as they say, don't make your cross lighter by making someone else's burden heavier. Just go talk to a therapist about it and take it.
There's some logic for you, huh?